Hi everyone, it's Scrappy Kathy, and today is going to be kind of an unusual project. It's purely for Calvinball points. I'm not doing it for any other challenge. And when you look at this on my desk, you might say, hey, that's a finished layout. But in fact, it's a layout that I did finish, and I'm not going to count anything that's on it now for Calvinball points. But this little booklet has never had photos or embellishments added to it. So I've printed out some photos in the right size, and I've got a tray of Calvinball points right here. And we're going to see how much of that I can fit in just to this booklet. I'm going to count the booklet as 1 point, the same as if I had a 12 by 12 or a traveler's notebook spread. It's probably a little more real estate than that once I get it done, but a point is fine with me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the photos in first. Because it's a little fold-out booklet, I'm not going to do a lot of padding. This is a small photo that I wanted each page to look a little bit different. So I'm kind of pasting things in there like that. These photos are taken in order from the very first day of our 1-month road trip in 2016. And we did, we started the 1st of August, came back the 31st of August. And I have there are so many photos I haven't scrapped from that trip. This photo right here was from like towards the end of that trip. And this was in Chicago. And we had left, what we had left of the trip was we left from Chicago and went to Detroit. And then from Detroit to Niagara Falls or Toronto to a baseball game, and then to Niagara Falls. And then we drove home from there. So these photos, oops, I put that one a little bit over too far. I need to be sure I know where the bend is because of the stripes in this paper. I don't necessarily know. Do that. And then this speech bubble counts as a point. So already I've got a point on there. Okay, that is still too far. I'm going to put it way over here on the end of that page. Okay, so now it folds over. And then this was at Berean College in Berean, Kentucky. So far we've been in a few different states. That first photo was from, let me make sure that folds over. It does. That was from North Carolina in Dillsboro. We'd stopped at a chocolate factory there because, of course, we're not going to pass by a chocolate factory with John in the in the mix. He was going to hit the chocolate factory. We actually stopped and walked around this little town. It was really nice. This photo is from the Cincinnati Zoo. We were headed to Cincinnati. Our destination was a baseball game in Cincinnati. And this was at the Cincinnati Zoo. Now I'm going to open this up, and this will have the last 2 photos. This was from the National Sign Museum, and John and I are both of a a generation that grew up when it wasn't against the law to have signs just all over the highway. And as kids, we loved the bright, colorful signs. And so a lot of those are in here, including the Burma Shave signs, which were all over. And then this, finally, this is one that was taken at the game. So the fun part will be, so I've got all the photos in there now. The fun part's going to be seeing if I can get the Calvinball points on there. I have this stencil that I think I'm going to use on the outside of this. I'm going to use a white pen through it, and I'm going to draw white lines through there, knowing, of course, that it's going to be kind of scratchy, but that kind of adds to the effect. And the white will show up on that blue background, and this satisfies my stencil point in Calvinball. There's no white ink point, so I can't stack anything, but that seems to work okay. I'm going to put that aside. Now, I have this, which I meant to actually, this is for the memorabilia point, this was our key holder, and I meant to put this little square photo in there and put this in the book. This is actual memorabilia from the trip. And hopefully this will close. It will. Okay. And then I can cover up the Hilton honors, or maybe not. Maybe just leave it there. I've got this little gold frame, which I suppose I could put right there. I'm going to kind of do that. I might put it a little bit further down, just, and I'm going to put this little tag that has some ribbon on it. I'm going to put a dab of glue on there so the ribbon doesn't come untied, and it will eventually just kind of tighten up there. Let's see. And I'm okay if it sticks up a little bit higher than that. I may put some small things around it. Let's see, for example, I need a butterfly, so let me get one of these tiny butterflies and put it, this is Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, so like I said, this is Dillsboro, North Carolina, in the Nantahala National Forest. This is Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we stayed there that first night on the road. This is Berea, Kentucky, which was just a lunch stop, and that was Cincinnati, Ohio. So we started in Georgia, went to North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio on our first day. Actually, it was 2 days. The first leg of the trip. Okay, so I've got that. I think I have. I know where I'm going to put this camera, and the oh snap are going to go right there. And right here. And they're red, and we're there at the home of the Cincinnati Reds. So that seems appropriate somehow. I've got the back of this that can use something. Where's the zoo photo? Here's a photo from the zoo. And I have this elephant. You can still see that there's a waterfall there, can't you? It looks like the elephant is walking into the waterfall. And I have this little duck that would be cute somewhere. Let's see if there's any place for it here. It's going to be caught on a bend. I've just kind of stamped it so just part of it shows. Let's see. See, if its little beak kind of peeks out, that's okay. So I'm going to do that, and I'll anchor it in there really well with glue. There we go. I've got this little birthday mouse. This was not on either of our birthdays, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it satisfies the birthday requirement and the mouse requirement and the stamping requirement. So why wouldn't I use it? Okay. And besides, it's just so freaking cute, right? Okay, I have a sunflower requirement. And what I want to do with the sunflower is put it kind of right here. I'm going to cut it. It's a sticker. It's actually a vellum sticker. So my vellum requirement is met there. I'm going to cut it with a straight line across that way. I hope that's straight anyway. And just kind of tuck it right up close to that border there. Okay, and now I can put some little small elements right close to it. This is a bumblebee that I am fussy cutting out of washi tape, and I'm going to put it right there with the musical note and the tiny airplane. And maybe even that's where the enamel dots will go, because that's could hold this up. This is still sticky from it's the back of a chipboard sticker. Okay, so I'm going to put this like right there. And I'm going to take the musical notes and kind of put it like right here, for example. I'll do a red enamel dot. This is going to kind of hold it from touching anything, and I'm going to go with a blue and then a tiny little blue, like right there. And I'll put those back away. I have a house Is there any place I can put a house? I can put a small half a house back behind here. And just to make it look more like a house, I can put this tree there. And if I want even more of a scene, I can put gnomes and mushrooms, right? Because those get me points. There. And then here are my little stickers, little puffy stickers. Here's a gnome. And here's a little mushroom. If I can pick it up, it's not wanting to come up. Okay. And I can put these away. I have tropical leaves to go. I'll put this half a house in the to be used later pile. I'll put the mouse with the stamp. I don't need that bit of vellum because I have the vellum. This is a washi tape pineapple. And I don't really, there's limited real estate for putting it anywhere. So I'm just going to kind of put it right here. It means absolutely nothing there. But I think if I draw attention to it with this arrow, that gets me the arrow point and the cut file point. This arrow came from a cut file. It's a part of a cut file I didn't use when I used the larger piece of it. So I thought I could use it to get 2 points in Calvinball while we can double stack. Okay, and that gives me a spot to do some writing, some journaling there. This is a bit of polka dot that I don't think I have polka dots anywhere. So let me see. I've got a cloud here that I need to use, and I can write some journaling on that, and I'll put it maybe over here to the side. I want you to be able to see that it is a cloud shape though. And I could call that polka dot, but I put that on there long before Calvinball, so I'm just gonna cut this little polka dot piece of paper in half, and I'm maybe gonna kind of stick it under there. I got some adhesive on my mat, and I'll never get that up. Now it's on my fingernail, and that's okay. There. So that's my polka dots. I've got some tropical greenery and the color green, and I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 pieces of tropical greenery here. one's white and one's green, and that also gets me my die cut point. I'm gonna put that down there, and if it sticks out below, I'm okay with that. And I've got an airplane, a tiny gold airplane. I'm gonna put that in the cloud. And I have a silver star. Ooh, that might be cute at Pigeon Forge because there's some real estate on that speech bubble. Okay, so hopefully that dries nice and clear and matte. I made kind of a mess there. That's okay. I have my hedgehog is going to be a piece of flare, and I'm going to put it like right there. It's a little hedgehog peeking out of a circle. And because hedgehogs and avocados are kind of symbolic of Calvinball, I'm going to put my avocado right beside my hedgehog. And we don't get sequin points. If we did, one sequin would be enough. But since I don't have very much room, I'm just going to use the one, and that's it. Okay, and I believe that's every possible active Calvinball point that you can get for a layout. So I'll have to count them all up and then make sure that I don't close this until all the glue's dry. But I think I got everything on there because look, my tray is empty. So yay. And thank you for watching. I will take a photo or two of this. I'll take a photo showing the whole thing like this with the inside, and then the whole thing like that opened up, and then that closed. So when I post it on Instagram, I'll have all those photos. I'm going to put it, first I'm going to put it on my white table instead of this crazy messed up mat. This used to, remember, y'all remember, I'm sure, when this used to be so nice and clean and brand new. But it's a good weight. The other one I had, the gray one, is not a good weight and it curls. So I probably will use it sometime. It's bigger than this one, and I like the extra real estate. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.